Hey, how's it going guys? My name is Ray, and today I'm going to show you a simple chocolate tart recipe with a twist. Let's cook!
For the pastry, we're gonna use a pâte sucré recipe today. It's pretty simple, it's just a combination of butter, flour, and icing sugar. So in this blender, I was trying to blend all of these ingredients together, but apparently the blender is not big enough, so I ended up with these chunks of butter that I cannot blend further. So I decided to take out half of the butter and flour mixture onto a bowl and just try to blend half of it first with a cup of sugar. As for the other cup of sugar that I need for this recipe, I'm just gonna add it to the second batch of mixture. So when I have blended both batches and I have a breadcrumb consistency like that, I just add some cold water, about 2 to 3 tablespoons to the mixture, and try to clump it together until they look clumpy like that. And at that point, you should be able to just knead the mixture together until it forms a dough. So now that you have the dough ready, we're just gonna transfer it to a plastic bag. And just press it down using your palm so it's easier to roll out later. Just seal the bag and let the dough chill in the fridge for about 20 minutes or until it's firm enough to roll out. After 20 minutes, it should have turned harder like so. Now you just have to cut off the plastic bag. Add flour to both sides of the dough. This is just to prevent the dough from sticking to the working surface and the rolling pin. And now you just have to roll it out into half centimeter thickness. And when that's done, you can start tracing around 1 centimeter around the tart mold and just portion out the dough according to the tart mold size. Next, you can just pop off the cut off dough and just try to be gentle with this dough because it's really easy to break because of the high sugar content. And just try to shape it into the tart mold as best as you can. And when you've done off the tart mold like that, you can just pop them back in the fridge for about 10-15 minutes or until they firm back up. Next, before baking it, just try to prick the bottom and the sides of the tart with a fork. This is just to prevent the tart from over bubbling in the oven. Next, you just have to pop them into a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the thickness and the size of the tart. And once your tart is done and golden brown like that, just leave it on the bench for about 10 to 15 minutes or until cool enough to touch. Then remove it from the mold and set it aside until needed. If your tart looks golden brown and crispy like that, that means you've done the dough correctly. Next, we'll need to heat up a cup of cream over the stove or using a microwave for 1 minute. Then pour it over some dark chocolate discs or some chopped dark chocolate. Try to submerge every piece in hot cream and just leave it like that for about 5 minutes before stirring it. After 5 minutes, you should be able to stir the mixture into a ganache. And if the chocolates are not dissolved enough, you can just put it back in the microwave for about 20 seconds. And when you already have the smooth ganache, just add in about 60 ml of Jack Daniels. I'm using the Old No. 7 Tennessee whiskey, but you can use any whiskey you like as long as it goes together with chocolate. And when you're done mixing in the Jack Daniels, just pour the chocolate ganache mixture into the tart shells. Just make sure you fill it up all the way to the top. Next step is optional, but I like to add some shaved dark chocolate on top of the tart as garnish. And also because I think it makes the tart taste more chocolatey and looks nicer. Just slice up some chocolate disc or bar, whichever you use for the ganache, and sprinkle them on top of each tart. After you're done decorating the tarts, you can just leave them in the fridge for about 1 hour or until the ganache is set. And there you have it guys, my Jack's Chocolate Ganache Tart.
I hope you enjoyed that super simple recipe, and if you did, please leave this video a like and don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And here are the links to my previous video, so check it out guys. And links and measurements gonna be in the description box below. Leave a comment below, let me know what you wanna see me cook next week. See you next time guys, bye!